We're Sid and Macky. For the past 6 years, we've been racing mountain bikes professionally and traveling in our van. A few weeks ago, we headed to Winter Park, Colorado for Mountain Bike National Championships. If you haven't seen that video, pause here and go watch it. Otherwise, major spoiler alert.
And your national champion for the men's single speed for Niner bikes, it's Macky Franklin.
We've had lots of questions about how Macky prepared to race and win on a single speed after not touching one for almost a decade. Today, we're going back in time to show you how he got it done.
I've alluded to it before, but it's time to come out and say it. This year, I am going to try to win Single-Speed National Championships. When I was looking at the National Championships schedule, originally I was planning to race the Pro Enduro and the Pro Cross Country. And then I found out that the Pro Enduro and Cross Country are on the same day. And obviously that would be very hard to pull off and do well at both of them. So I decided instead, I'm going to race the cross country single speed, go for a single speed cross country national championship title. I came up with this plan a little while ago and have been working with Mike to prepare myself for single speed national championships.
Somebody who would come to me and be brand new to single speeding but have a similar goal of racing single speed at nationals, I would have them on the single speed more frequently. Compared to you, who's got some good history on the single speed and knows how to ride it and the nuances of it. So I didn't feel like we had to do it every ride or anything for you.
While I've been racing mountain bikes professionally for a long time, I haven't done much cross-country racing since 2013, and I haven't raced single speed since 2012. So while my descending skills are fine, I knew I would need to train seriously to get my cross-country fitness back. Mentally, I was there. Physically, the fitness is not there yet. However, the past year hasn't been smooth sailing, and in February I got surgery on my hand to repair a torn EPL tendon. This meant taking time off the bike. However, I was able to get back in the gym a few days after surgery and on the stationary bike within a few weeks. Doing more gym work definitely paid off for single speed racing. When you only have one gear, it's important to be strong.
I think for single speeding, that's a good thing to have a little more muscle, because sometimes you're going to pedal at 16 RPMs while using your whole body to move the bike forward. So I don't feel like it's one of those cross-country races that having a little extra muscle is going to be detrimental.
And you end up using your upper body a lot more on a single speed.
Because like on the rocket, it'll be, I'm going to shift, and that will allow me to use a little less upper body to produce the same amount of power. Versus the single speed, it's like, I just gotta keep going hard. Better stand up, use my arms.
My gym training focused on functional movements like deadlifts and squats, as well as a lot of shoulder stability and balance work. On the bike, I kept volume low and did a bit of Zwift racing. In April, I was able to start doing some training outside on the road, and in May, I finally got back on the mountain bike. Between then and nationals, I did several cross-country races to check my fitness and continued to do lots of intervals on the road bike. Since I have a strong base of fitness from years of racing and riding bikes, I only needed a few weeks to dial in the top-end form. However, single speed isn't just XC racing, it's XC racing with only one gear. It was important for me to put in some miles on the single speed to get used to pushing a lower cadence and to get comfortable on the bike. A few weeks out from nationals, I also started doing some interval workouts on the single speed, which brings us back to the present. So the biggest thing is that I've been riding my single speed, which makes sense. Obviously, you want to ride the bike that you are planning to race. I haven't had a single speed for a long time, not since 2012 when I raced Single Speed World Championships in South Africa. but I have one now. And so I haven't been riding it a ton. Mike's only been having me ride it about once a week. Started off with just kind of endurance rides on it just to get used to the bike and how it felt and how it pedals, etc. And then more recently, I've started doing intervals on it, which is what I will be doing today. So these are like 2-minute intervals, essentially as hard as I can go. They're not quite, as it gets, well, not as hard as I can go. They're 320 to 350 watts for 2 minutes at a time with a minute of recovery in between. And I do 8 of them, and then another like 40 minutes of just endurance riding to be used to the single speed, and just to kind of have that endurance riding combined with the hard efforts to just build my fitness, essentially.
I am following Macky on his intervals on the e-bike to bring you guys this quality content. He's already dropping me. Nah, just kidding. Gonna try to keep it on tour and not have to go into turbo to keep up with him, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Is this legitimately your warm-up pace, or are you like going fast?
Well, I got too slow for the warm-up, then I have to stand up and crank because I only have 1 gear.
Oh right, I forgot you only have 1 gear. I kind of forgot that that was the whole point of this. As you guys can kind of see, it's cloudy. We are in New Mexico. It's just been cloudy and rainy all week. However, rainy in New Mexico, as you can see from the trail conditions, does not mean muddy. It's actually perfect. It's just like slightly less loose than usual, but only slightly.
I can finally get a decent warm-up.
Yeah, right, this is good warming up terrain. This section's so pretty, especially with epic clouds like this. I don't know if they show up on the camera or not, but gears, such a pain in the butt. Off that rim. I hate that corner. Okay, so you're gonna turn around and do your intervals up.
I'll go up, turn around, come back down, cool. Go up, turn.
Here we're about to see what level of the e-bike is required to keep up with Macky while he hammers.
On the single speed.
on a single speed straight up a hill. Starting on tour.
Okay.
We'll see.
You ready?
Ready?
Here we go.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Come on, crank it, crank it. Oh boy.
Is that the hill so hard?
Imagine how buff your quads are gonna be. Well, my heart rate was pushing 170 on the e-bike, so you must have been going hard.
Try not to puke. Try not to puke.
This is Macky cooling down, y'all. Ooh, more cactus flowers.
having a tired day.
Well, I think that you always have tired days when you do your ride after intervals like that.
That's true.
That's the point.
But even just starting the intervals, I was like, ooh, I'm having a tired day. Which, I mean, is probably the point.
Yeah.
Because I'm probably gonna be tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, tired day. So there you have it. That is what my training for Single-Speed National Championships has looked like. And I now have just over a week. I think it's like 9 days until I find out whether or not it has been effective.
Do you feel like Macky is prepared for single speed racing at this point?
Yes, I have to be, because it's like a week and a half. So there's not really time to make anything up right now.
Wish me luck, and in the meantime, don't forget to be more awesome.
Come on. Tree interference. Sorry, I left my bike right in the way. You okay?
Oh man.
That was my fault.